What skills and experiences would you bring to the Umass Amherst Residence Life Team?
I think that when working with student staff as well as professional staff, it's very important to have open communication. Open communication would allow for, whenever incidents may arise, for things to be resolved very easily. In addition to that, outlining expectations and outlining them in the beginning, those are really important for having strong work ethic amongst student staff and professional staff. In addition to that, I believe that collaboration within the department amongst colleagues is very important. We can learn from one another, and keeping in line with the vision, mission, and values of the department would be essential to being successful in this position. And so when you think about academics and social justice, how can you incorporate those things in your work? I think it's all very important tools to being a successful student member of the department.
How do you foster opportunities for student leadership in the residence halls?
Well, I think the first important distinction to make is that we have both formalized and informal leaders in our residence hall. Formalized leaders take the shape of RAs or peer mentors or cluster office managers, as well as student government officials, house council officers. Those are formalized leadership opportunities that do provide a title and a set of responsibilities, and are available in the residence hall. But there's also informal leadership opportunities within our residence hall. They're those students that we just really feel are leaders in their community, even if we don't necessarily have a title for them. They are students who attend a lot of programs, who are generally just good role models, maybe even go beyond that and help an RA with a bulletin board, or help them plan a program. And so the strategies for getting students involved in the leadership opportunities, are heavily dependent upon what sort of leadership opportunity we're looking for. In sort of the formalized leadership opportunities, we really want to understand the needs of the students, and there's going to be a subset of students who are self-motivated, and they want to become leaders, and so they come to us and say, I want to be an RA, or I want to be on house council, and those are great individuals, and we really do appreciate their contributions to leadership opportunities. However, we want a really representative set of leaders in our residence halls. So we want students of not just one particular motivation or type. So we do want our resident assistants to really have meaningful relationships with their residents, so that they can sort of look at which students are would be good potential leaders or who have experience, or the converse, those who would be challenged by leadership experience but can really make them grow and develop and sort of help them with their skills. And of course, while the RAs may have closer interactions with those residents, certainly as student affairs professionals, in our interactions with the residents, we can too, whether it is when we are attending a program, or simply when we are in our office with our door open, being able to communicate with students and talk to them and really understand their motives and their goals, and really see what we can really offer them in terms of leadership opportunities within our residence hall. Going on with having conversations about our students is one place that we often have very close conversation with is in conduct meetings. We are speaking with the students generally one-on-one, and it's really a good tool to understand the students' motivations, some of their skills, their goals. And it's a great time to suggest those leadership opportunities, because we do want to get a cross-section of our students. We do want to get a large variety of students as student leaders. And so in addition to recruiting a wide variety of people, it can really help the students in the judicial meetings, because occasionally students are in conduct meetings because they have created a adverse effect on the community, and they might not have had made that same decision in their behavior if they would have had an ownership of their community through a leadership position. So while you might not immediately think of that, I think it can be a powerful tool towards really understanding the needs of the students and helping them align with the leadership opportunities that we do offer. I really think that the informal leaders are really important too. They offer a opportunity to be positive role models, to really put a positive spin on the community even if they don't have a designated title. They may not have a designated title because they're busy with academics, or they are simply, not ready to take that step, but maybe will eventually make that step. And it can be a really positive way to recognize students in that capacity. So really having those conversations with your resident assistants or with the students that you see constantly at the programs, and really thanking them and really extolling the virtues of all the good things that they're doing to the community. When it comes down to it, we as student affairs professionals have to be passionate about the leadership opportunities in order to help the students understand what leadership opportunities exist and promote them. And so I really think it's important to understand the variety of leadership positions, where students can fit into them, how it can help them grow, how it can challenge them, how it can help them learn, and really how it can help them build up throughout their time at the university and then use those skills throughout in life. And so whether it is through formalized leadership opportunities or through informal leadership opportunities, I think that it's very important that we use those communications that I mentioned in order to promote leadership opportunities within residence halls.
Would you please share a time when you worked on a team project? What strengths did you contribute to that team? And are those typically the strengths you bring to a team, or are there others?
Okay, so a team project and strengths. So at my current university, I work on an RA search and selection committee, and with that, a team project was when we had to come together and meet to work with the recruitment part and trying to come up with advertisements and getting people to be interested in the RA position. So with that, I really brought a lot of communication to the table in getting my point out there, but also actively listening to other people at the same time. I'm very organized. People see me as someone who's always punctual and responsible. I have to be on time for everything. And in addition to that, I always am seen as the person who really has that strong work ethic. I always take pride in what I do, and I always want to have that successful outcome in the work that I put in. Yeah, thank you.